Now, welcome to Class TV. I am myself Alewi Tosin. Now, this is the second part of deductive proofs. We are still on angles on parallel lines. Last class, we were able to discuss the concept of alternate angles, corresponding angles, and vertically opposite angles. Also, adjacent angles. Now, let's look at this question. Find the values of x and y. Considering this diagram, firstly, this shows that what these lines are parallel to each other. And so when they are parallel to each other, then this is seen as what? This is a straight line. So firstly, we can say that what our x plus 110 degree is equal to 180. Reason for this is that what they are parallel, they are adjacent to each other. It's the adjacent angle of a straight line are what? Are supplementary. Which means they are equal to what? 180 degrees. We said supplementary angles means that the sum of angles are equals to 180 degrees. So we say this equals to s equals to what? 180 minus 110 degree, or I will say 180 minus 110 should give us what? 70 degree, and that gives our what? Our x. It means this our x here is what? Is 70 degree. Now, if x is 70 degree, we can see that x is equals to y. Reason: they are vertically opposite to each other. They are vertically opposite angles are equal. Vertically opposite angles are what? Are equal. So we say that what if y is equal to 70, then x also equals to what? 70. So that's the solution for that. Now let's take the second one. Now for the second question, looking at this, something that we need to do. We need to introduce what we call the construction by extending this. When we introduce the construction, now let's label, when we introduce the construction, a new angle protrudes. Now when we are having this new angle, let's just label the angle. Let's label it A. We call that a construction. Let's label it A. It's not part of the question, but we introduce it. Now, if we should label this A, we say that what 125 degree plus A will be equal to what? 180 degree. Reason: they are adjacent sides, adjacent angles on a straight line, adjacent what? Angles. Or we say sum of angle in a straight line is equal to 180 degree. Anyone we are familiar with that? Now, which means that what? That new angle will be what? 180 minus what? 125. Our A will be what? 125. That will give us what? 55 degree. So which means this new angle here is what? Is 55 degree. Okay. Now when we've gotten that, we can say that what? That this angle here is what corresponds with this angle. This angle corresponds to this angle. We studied our last video. We explained what corresponding angles are. So we can say that our y equals to 55 degree. Reason: corresponding angles are equal. Corresponding angles are equal. And when y is equal to what? 55. We can say that what? This alternates this. X is equal to y. X equals to y is in alternate angles. Alternate angles. And our y is what? Our y is 55 degree. So that's our x and y. We can also go straight by just saying this x also alternates this 55. For us to understand more on alternate angles always form something like z. This angle equals this. If you extend this equals this. That's alternate angle. So I think those two questions have been solved. Now let's look at this third example. We are to find our a, x, d, and y. Now, firstly, looking at this question, this signs shows that this line is parallel to this and also parallel to what? This. That means the three lines are parallel lines. Now, to make the question more answerable, more glaring, let's try to introduce a construction here, which is like the extension of this line. This our x is still the combination of this angle and this angle. Now, while introducing that construction, let's call this place. Let's give it W, and let's call this place. Let's call it B. So we say, let W and B be the construction. Now, firstly, to know our A, we will say that A plus 135, that this angle plus this angle, they are on a straight line. So it means that they are adjacent angles on a straight line. So they are supplementary. That means they are equal to what? 180 degree. So just write that as what? Adjacent angles on a straight line. That's the first thing. So which means that we can easily get our A to be what? 180 minus 135 degree. So which means that 180 minus 135, that will give us what? 45 degree. We've known our A that way. Now, looking at this now, we can say that this 135 is equal to what? W. 135, that means you can say W is equal to 135. Reason, they are alternate angles. I'll be using this to represent my angles. The alternate angles. Now, why that is that, we can also say that what? This angle 16 and angle B are adjacent angles to each other. Which means that what B plus 16 degree is equals to 180. Reason, adjacent angles on a straight line. On a straight. Now, say B is equals to 180 degree minus 16. So it means our B here will be what? 164 degree. Now, when B is 164 and W is what? W is 135. It means we can easily say that what? Can you say that what? W plus B is equals to X. W plus B equals to what? X. And W is what? Is 135. Our B is 164. Which means our X will be what? 992. That's 299. So we know our what? Our angle X as 299. Now, to find angle D now, we can easily say that what? Angle D is equals to angle A. Reason, angle D A equals D. Reason? So D is equals to what? A. Reason what? They are alternate angles. Alternate angles. So, and what is our A? Our A is what? Our A is 45, which means D also is what? 45 degrees. Also, these two, angle Y is equals to what? Angle B. Angle Y is equals to angle B. Angle Y is equals to angle B. So that means Y is equals to B. Reason? Also alternates. This alternates this. Alternate angles. Alternate angles. Angles. Okay, let me this way. This 4. It's 5, okay. So and our Y was what? Y is the unknown. So Y is equals to B. We got our B to be 164. 164. So that's our final answer. So we say that final answer A is equals to 45, X equals to 299 degree, our D is equals to 45, and our Y is equals to 164. We'll continue on this in our next class. I remain myself, Aliwi Tosin. Thank you.